Joe the Home Pro is on the show to talk about insurance inspections.
We did almost 400 last year.
Are these normal? Welcome back to Really Mary. You know, in the past, we've talked about inspections and general inspections and all of those things. But today, Joe the Home Pro is on the show to talk about insurance inspections. Joe, tell me, I mean, you came from a different part of the country. Are these normal?
Well, for down here, they're normal,
Yeah,
but for
right.
anywhere else, you're like, what is that? What kind of
Yeah.
scam is this? And I tell you, I mean, just in the 9 years that we've had our company, the amount of change that's taken place in the insurance agency. My very first year, I did a total of four-point inspections. We did almost 400 last year.
Oh my goodness.
So it just goes to show how everything's turning. And a lot of people don't know what these inspections are. So it's really important in my mind, in my opinion. One, you find a local insurance agent who understands Florida laws and Florida insurance. And two, you really try to talk to somebody that is going to be able to steer you in that right direction, because there are things that you need that will help save you money on your insurance. It's going to cause a lot less aggravation down the road.
Yeah, we just had some conversations today about people that are looking to sell because the insurance cost for them isn't what was in their budget, right? And so tell me a little bit more about what a wind mitigation and a 4-point inspection, what are you specifically looking for and what does that entail?
Sure. Well, first, let's also say that I don't envy agents, because on top of like all the different offers you have to go through now, it's like we have to figure out insurance costs too. So the wind mitigation basically tells the insurance company how well your home will do in the event of a hurricane.
Okay.
It looks at the shape of the roof, any kind of hurricane protection you might have. There might be impact glass or hurricane shutters. It looks at the nails and the nail spacing up in the attic. And then it looks at strapping, like so you have straps or clips, and those go around the trusses, and it helps keep everything tied down. So in the event that the roof tries to pop off, those straps and clips try to keep everything in place. It's good for 5 years. It can save you a bunch of money on your insurance. So I always joke with people on this. I go, neither one of my kids are going to college because I'm adding $150 onto your bill, but you can easily save $600, $700, $800, $2,000 a year on your insurance. So it's well worth it.
Now, I want to pause you there for a minute because they're good for 5 years. So I bought my house 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And now recently I put on a new roof and I put in new windows and all those things. But if I haven't had one of these in 5 years, is my insurance company going to come and ask me for it? Or will they just keep renewing and the costs go up?
I love how you ask these really good questions, because it all depends on the agent. Do you have a good agent or a not good agent? Are they really going to hunt you down and find you? I don't know. The rule of thumb, though, is to make sure that on your insurance policy, you're getting that credit for your wind mitigation. So it's either every 5 years or every time you get a new roof, new hurricane shutters, impact glass, a new garage door, or a new front door, whatever comes first. There's a lot of caveats, I know, but that's how you can really tell whether or not you need a wind mitigation.
I think, Joe, you might be getting a call from me because we just did most of those things. That's one thing. The other thing is it's weird because what is a 4-point?
Oh, probably our number one question. Now, if you want to talk about scams, people think we are absolutely scamming them when we try to go through. They're like, this doesn't even make sense. I go, I promise you it does. A 4-point inspection covers roof, plumbing, electrical, and HVAC. We take about 50 to 60 pictures, and then it's a 55 question survey. It's not an inspection. So a 4-point inspection does not take the place of a general inspection. But what it does is it shows the underwriter that the home is okay and that they can go ahead and write this policy. Generally speaking, it's for homes that are 20 years or older. So if you have a home from 2000 that you're purchasing, 9 times out of 10, you want us to go ahead and do that 4-point while we're there.
Sure. 20. So we're in 2004 or earlier, right? Because we're in 2024 as we sit. You know, that it can really make a difference because let's face it, I want to know that up front as an agent so that my client knows that, because if, say, there's aluminum wiring in the house, they're not going to be able to get insurance.
Yeah, or they'll be able to get it, but it's going to be at a high premium.
Right.
Same thing with like polybutylene piping. You can get insurance, but you're going to pay a premium on it.
Sure.
So the 4-point inspection just kind of tells that underwriter, hey, everything here is in good shape. Now, there could be things in good shape, like a water heater could be in great shape. It might be 18 years old. The insurance company 9 times out of 10 is going to say you have to get that replaced. because it's over that 10 to 12 year mark. And they look at things differently than a home inspector.
Yeah.
They look at the risk of like, if something goes bad, what's going to happen to the home? We look at it as, is it functioning the way it should function?
Sure. Well, those are really two important inspections that if you haven't had them in a while, clearly the wind mitigation, clearly for me, I guess, we have had them in 20 years, but we just did a roof and we just did windows, and that's going to make a huge difference.
The wind mitigation can save serious money. And like I said, it's a very cheap inspection for what you get back in return.
So it's time to take a look at that. Clearly, if you're buying a house, you want to know what you've got when you go through to the close, because that's important. Working, as he said, with a good insurance company, a great inspector / insurance inspector, and then with an agent that can help you walk through that process. We'd love to help you do that. So again, I'm Mary Bartos with the Bartos Group of Premier Plus, and today I have
Joe the Home Pro.
Look forward to seeing you.